I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at stockmarketmentor.com, and it is Tuesday, June 2nd. Okay, I want to look at Taser. This stock, has been kind of the darling, or was the darling for a while, with the, the riots and this and that. And so everybody's going to be getting stun guns and body cameras and all that, and that's what Taser benefits from. Okay, well, market got a little overheated, but you look at the volume, like this was some pretty heavy volume here. But since this peak, the stock has pulled back. Okay, so buying at what turned out to be the high, 35 bucks, hasn't worked out too well, right? But if you're not in, if you are in, hey, relax, stay strong, be long. But if you're not in, you want to look at this as about, 30 bucks is about where prior resistance was, right here. You see the breakout in this pretty lines that I'm drawing, and now we're looking here at support, close to it anyway, right? So we keep a stop just a little bit below there, and this is one that that should be good to go. So what we want to be doing is, I like, and there's a lot of different ways to trade. Hey, some of you may be heavy into energy stocks. If you are, hey, I hope it's Schlumberger, because that looks like it's close to finally moving higher. But anyway, the way I like to trade is I look for these strong stocks, and then, if I can catch them in what turns out to be early mode, that's great. Otherwise, what I like to do is see how this pulls back, and then if we find support there, that's when I like to buy. So I know I'm not buying at what could be a really significant high, but I'm at least buying a pullback off of that at the first signs of support. Then I can define my risk, and hopefully, because you never know for sure, hopefully the pattern's going to continue and the stock's going to move higher. You don't know when you're buying the stock whether the pattern is going to continue. That's why it's called speculation. It's not called winning. Okay? All right, members, over to the strategy session. We have several stocks that are actually at actionable points, and I'm showing those to you. I'm pointing those out to you with some price alert levels. So check that out. Oh, by the way, non-members, what we do is we do have price alerts set in the website on certain stocks where if I have some video coverage saying, hey, if this stock hits, in this case, 34 bucks, this is what I want you to do. Or if the stock pulls back further, then this is what I want you to do. We have those kind of alerts that will go out if that condition is met. So there are actually a lot of stocks that you can cover through Stock Market Mentor with analysis, and you don't have to drive yourself crazy setting your own alerts. So anyway, if the idea of that sounds good to you, check it out. The first month's on me.